I'm Sneaky Rich, and I'm doing this video on ammo containers that I have made myself. And they work really good, and I really like them. But first, I'm going to show you what most people do, is they take their ammunition, you know, it comes in their little boxes and packages, and they just put them in the gun shelf or gun rack with their guns and whatever. And that's fine, you know, and most people, they don't do a lot of shooting like, you know, enthusiasts do. So they put it in there and it's fine, it'll last forever, it's in the house, it's protected. And other ammo containers are like this. This is a Plano, I forgot, field container or whatever they call it. And these are kind of fine, they're not the best. They have a rubber O-ring around there, kind of keeps things dry, and I do my hand loads and I put them in there after I make them. And you know, I wouldn't trust this, you know, leave it outside for a month or something. I know it would get some condensation inside, some water. Same thing with this, another field box from Plano. And this one's for shotgun shells. But these work great for shotgun shells. You know, you're going to shoot skeet. You shoot 100 shots. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 25 is 100. Works good. If it rains on it, fine. You know, it's still pretty safe. I wouldn't, you know, for long-term ammo storage, never work. I would never use it. For everyday stuff, I use it. Another alternative, the GI issue ammo box. I got this filled, 9mm, get about 1,000 rounds in there. You know, these are nice. I like these. These work very well. Kind of my #1 choice. And yeah, this is a 50 cal box. Same thing, you know, I do my hand loads. Got about 1,000 5.56. These are SS-109 penetrators. Clones, actually. I got some. Put them together myself. Nice shooting rounds. You know, very good choice there. Very good choice for an ammo container, I should say. And here was kind of a poor choice. I got this from Sportsman Guide. They were on sale for like $9.95, I think, plus shipping. But they got a really small O-ring in there. I don't even believe it seals, but I keep this in the house and I store ammo in there. These are all my 22 shells. Or I should say this only has 22 shells in it. There's the old bucket of bullets and Remington, more Remingtons. And it's good for storage in the house. I wouldn't really rely on this outside. CCI Stingers, my favorite bullets. But I don't like this because the seal is kind of crappy. But one day, I don't know if this is going to do it, but I was lifting this up, and this handle kind of come up like that. You know, when I was lifting it, this weighs, this kind of heavy. But this handle, instead of staying down like that, when I lifted it, this came up like this. This opened up, and you know, if this thing would have came open, landed on my foot, it would have broke my foot for sure. So this, I'm always careful with it. I'm probably going to sell these, get rid of them, give them away. But before I get way off subject of my little do-it-yourself project, I'm going to show them right here. And this is what I've been making. And these are PVC pipe. They're very strong, very watertight, and very easy to make. What I do, usually most of them are like this. This here's kind of a finished one. I cut these at 12 inches. And I can get a 2-foot hunk of pipe from your local Home Depot or wherever you go, home improvement store, and just kind of mark 12 inch all the way around. Take a handsaw, cut it in half, you know, and then after you have it cut in half, You clean up the ends. Clean up the ends of these with the purple primer. You coat these, and then you coat the inside, wherever the surfaces are going to touch, and then you put the cement on there, and you just screw them together, and that's the end cap. Female plug adapter, or plug adapter, and the plug, and you just screw that on there. Tough as hell. You can load this. This will take 2,556 rounds very easily. Sealed, it'll never leak. You know, these things, these are sewage pipes. You ever have sewage pipes leak in your house? Pretty much never, you know. Once these are glued on there, they're just tough. You can bury these in the ground. They'll last forever. They can take the frost. You can bury this where, I live in the northern up here, and the ground freezes. These do not break apart. They just, nice solid. Oh, they're just beautiful. They're good containers, nice and tough, you know. And they're cachet. You can put other things in here besides ammunition. But I'm doing this on kind of cheap ammo stuff, though. So, throw this here. And, you know, they're easy. This 4-inch pipe, I cut 8 inches long. That one's 16 inches long. And the 8-inch pipe easily takes 500 9mm rounds, and they go to, you know, you just glue them up, put them together, you know, very nice, very strong container, even if you don't paint them. I paint these. You leave this in your garage, you know, if you put an ammo box like this in your garage, you know, people are going to think, oh my God, the guy's got a bunch of bullets in his house, he's crazy. If you have this laying in your garage, nobody knows the difference. And plus these, I hope that light shows us. Okay, I got one of my backpacks here. You can throw this, 500 rounds in a backpack. It's going to be a little heavy, but it's inconspicuous, you know, nobody will know the difference. You know, and that's 500 rounds, in case you ever have to, like, bug out or something, or just want to, you know, carry something in there. You know, and plus these aren't just for ammunition. You can put a lot of stuff in. So that's a, you know, a nice little alternative compared to trying to ram a GI military can. Okay, another thing. Oh, okay. Now here's a finished product that I got. Now this is usually what mine look like when I'm done. I put a handle on them so they're easy to carry, so you're not going like this, you know, like a bundle of wood. And that's just sisal rope. Kind of put a hose in there, you know, so the sisal rope ain't cutting your hands, because these can get heavy. And these things, they store nicely. You know, and I paint it brown like this, so it kind of almost looks like a log, you know. I do it bark, you know, wood, bark, wood. You even draw little circles for tree rings if you want. And you can put anything in here. This one I have, and let me see. I have, okay, this is a Glock with a 6-inch barrel. That's a pretty long gun. Okay, and also, I've got the big brick, the High Point. You know, those two fit in there very, very easy, you know. Plus those two, I think they were having fun in there. I think they were messing around because in the bottom, they had a little baby gun. And it's still in diapers. But these are good storage units. And plus also when I put these together, I just put a little bit of white lithium grease around there. Kind of makes it easy of putting these in there. And that also helps seal water too, which once they're cranked down tight without it, water's not going to get in. But they get kind of catchy on the bigger sizes. So I always put a little grease in there. Turns it easy. Very nice. And, well, let me kind of, I'm going to switch things around here. Also, these not only for ammunition, but this big long pipe here, I have to back up far. You know, that's a good, you can store, if you have a bug out location, you know, and you don't want people going inside and stealing your things. So I kind of carefully put some firearms in here. And down here, I have one handgun in here. Trying to be careful so I don't scratch things. That's one. Okay. I got a Mossberg 500. Inexpensive. Buy them now. You know, one Mossberg. I like these too. Mossberg, I like Remingtons, but Mossbergs, I don't know why, I just think they're the greatest. Even though I would say Remingtons are a little better, I still love my Mossbergs. And also, a Mosin Nagant. You know, that's 3 firearms. Set small tube, never get wet, ever. And plus you put those 3 weapons in there, you can just chuck shells in there, just put shells all over, just let them go in there, flow in there. You're going to get probably about 50 buckshots for the 12 gauge, probably close to 200 for the Mosin Nagant, the 7.62 by 54Rs, and probably get about 500 for the 9mm, this 9mm right here. You know, that's, you know, if you had to go someplace, you know, and just dig this up, you know, everything's going to be fine. It's going to be imperfect. It's going to be in the same condition as when you buried it. But those are my little do-it-yourself projects, and they're not exactly the cheapest, but they're not really bad or anything. Oh, here's another one that I did too. I know it looks dumb, but you know, it kind of hides things too. But it's a kitty litter box. My cat passed away, but I kept some of these for ammo storage. I keep a majority of my shotgun shells. I do a lot of reloading. And these ones, this is all new 12 gauge and 410 shells. I got lots of 410 shells, lots of 12 gauge shells. It's packed full. You know, and that's another alternative. This does not look like, you know, ammunition. It's not throwing red flags out. You know, it looks like some guy likes cats or something. You know, but those are my little do-it-yourself projects I enjoy doing. The PVC pipe, you know, for ammo storage, cache for weapons and whatnot. Very, very good alternative. I really enjoy doing it. You know, and plus you do it yourself. You know, you get your hands on, get in there with a saw. Oh, when you're done, you're proud of it. It's like, wow, I really did this, you know. And, you know, my cache, you know, by the end, I have 2 rifles in there. You could get a Hi-Point C9, a Mosin Nagant, a Harrington Richardson Pardner. You would even have $400, $500 invested with the ammunition. And, you know, it's there in case if you need it. Chances are you never will, but you never know. Maybe you will. So you'll have it, you know, it'll be at your place. Or you could just, if you like to store things, just, you know, it's just inconspicuous. It's not throwing red flags up. They're really nice. But I enjoy these. And this, oh, I want to do one more thing here. This one here, that is the finished product. And I haven't painted this yet, but this holds 1,556 rounds. These are 55 grain. I got them loaded, max load for Hornady either. Kind of nice. I'm going to try to do this. And I hope the camera gets this, because this kind of junky camera and poor lighting. But this is a 50 cal can right here. I'm going to try to dump them all in there without spilling them. So I have spilled these before. Okay, got that in there. 1,000 rounds, 50 caliber can. I There you go. And I'm not saying these are the greatest things ever, because I'm sure there's probably better things out there. The GI issue, first choice. These are nice. The only thing this really has an advantage over. This has an advantage. You drop this, it's not going to break. You drop this, and you drop it on a corner, you lose your seal. Also, you bury this, it'll rust. You leave this outside for 20, 30 years, the rubber ring's going to deteriorate. Or even if you put it in the ground. You know, but these are still very good. I enjoy these. If you can get these cheap, buy them. Alright, I'm getting a little long-winded here. But I'm happy with my little do-it-yourself stuff. It's nice to have these things. I would suggest, if you can get ammo cheap now, get it. Get it while you can. So right now, the election's coming up. And I don't want to start hashing on Hillary Clinton, but her main #1 goal is to strip the arms off every white male in the world, I swear. But I would start hiding things, you know. If you can buy things at a garage sale, off Craigslist, any place you can get a cheap firearm or something, I would buy it right now. Or if you got the money, if you got credit cards, do it. I would do it now. And I'm sorry I'm getting all excited here, but that's my project. My little PVC pipes. They're little cachets, watertight, impervious. They'll last 1,000 years. But thanks for watching my video. I'm going to make some more videos here soon about everything else. So, bye now.